So here is my perfect little horse, Seven on the Rocks, and he is my project for the year of 2025. So he's going to get started eventing. I think he's going to do his first starter trial next month. Well, actually, I'm 100% sure of that after the 2 days we just had in Virginia with my friend Martha. And so he did his first real jump schools the last 2 days. And this is the cross country school day that we did today. We started off with just walking and trotting over some little logs, and then this little coop here, and then this sort of vertical log that we go over next were sort of like the first non-log jumps that he jumped. And so, of course, repetition is the key to everything with these young horses to help them gain confidence and understand the footwork. So we just went back and forth over the coop many times, actually more times than I even had in this video, but it was just sort of like a kind of boring to watch jump the same coop 12 times in a row, but this is a few of the times that he jumped it and just gaining confidence the more he went. Now, in the direction he's going right here, you can actually almost see in the background, there's a field full of cows, white cows. And so that was very spooky. So it was actually much easier to jump in the direction we're now headed, which is away from the cows. It also happens to be back towards the barn. So we're jumping this far spookier jump here, like a vertical log with a box under it, away from the cows and back towards home. Anyway, he was fabulous. So then, oh yeah, and then we just popped over. This is like one of the logs that we did. There's a whole bunch of logs we did, but I didn't put all that in the video because it was just ever so slightly a little bit boring to watch somebody jump just a bazillion logs, but that's what it takes with these babies. So here he is jumping his first ever little ditch like a perfect little champion. The first time we went over it, Martha was on the ground and she just walked over it in front of us just to give him a lead the first time right off the bat. And he was super. I mean, he just charged over the ditch right behind Martha. And then the time you just saw was his second time jumping the ditch, first time without a lead. And then this is his third time, and here, right there, he's doing the ditch away from the barn and towards the cows, and he was just fantastic. So here he is schooling his first ever water jump. I think it took him about 5 seconds to look at the water and then decide to march through. And then he never hesitated again after that. So you really can't ask for much more than that. It was so good. And what he just did was go through the water, and that's a little tiny log on a mound, but it is on a little tiny mound. And I just thought that he was so clever and brave and great with his footwork. He jumped it even better coming back this time. And I had sort of intended to trot through the water, but he was just had such a great, confident canter after the log that I sort of kicked on to keep the canter, and he was great about that. This horse just makes me so happy. He's just such a class act. He is what it means to have, an easy, easy horse to get going. Such a great attitude. And I actually think he is going to be a really cute little jumper. I don't think he's going to be an upper level horse, but I really think his destiny is to be like a lower level packer, probably like through training level. And then that was good because I just kept my foot on the gas and the spot wasn't quite right, but he was just quick with his feet and just figured it out like no big deal. And just so brave through the water. He really got that so fast. Same thing with the ditch. I mean, just no hesitation. And that was a scary ditch for a first ditch for a horse. Like it was pretty deep. I thought it was scary anyway. Seven did not. And then he canters right back through the water. I mean, what a little champion. I just love this horse. So cute. Such a good boy. So the banks actually were for him the hardest thing, which is totally normal. And so this is the second time he went down the bank. The first time we spent quite a few minutes at the top of the bank, just sort of taking it all in, taking a few steps closer, then getting a little worried and backing away, and just sort of repeating that for about 5 minutes. And then when he went, he literally just popped right off, no big deal. Came right back around, did it the second time that you saw, just like total pro. And so then what you're seeing right here is the first time we approached the up bank, and just so smart. I mean, he got a little crooked with his shoulders. So we stopped, we got perpendicular to the bank, and I wasn't even asking him to go up it. I was just asking him to stand straight in front of it. But when he was straight, he just decided, he just figured it out. He just said, oh, this is so easy when you're perpendicular to it. And he just took me right up the bank. So, so good. You can't ask for better than that. So then this is the last thing we're going to do. We're just going to come around one more time to make sure that it wasn't luck, that it really set in. And he'll sort of do a couple of side steps, but again, the second I get him straight, and it takes a lot less time this time, just in a couple of seconds, get those haunches behind you, and he pops right up. What a good boy.